What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This year got a lot of work to do on the Grand Prix. I did a little bit last year, didn't do that much. This year I'm gonna jump right into it early, hopefully get to it. I did notice a couple new problems this year that arose. Let me show you them, but let's see. So I've got to do the headliner this year. Debating whether or not to make my own headliner or just order one. I know I can get them online. They list about $150, $160 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. I'm pretty versatile. See if I can just make one. Alright, let's pop the hood here. Go under the hood. Oh, gotta adjust that. So come over here. Alright. So last year I made my own custom air cleaner, if you want to call it that. It's just temporary. So this year, what I noticed is I took it out of storage right in that area. Let me get my glasses because I can't actually see. Right in that area right there, right where the intake is. You can just about see it. I got an antifreeze leak. We all know that you don't take a chance with that. You don't drive around with a bad antifreeze leak, especially on your intake. So I got all new gaskets coming. I got the intake gaskets, got a new timing chain cover gasket. I actually went and got a brand new oil pan gasket. Debating whether or not I want to take the engine out and do it. I have no idea. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided, but I gotta dwell into this and take it all apart. You know, last year I did the valve covers and that was fine. That's not leaking. I put in a line for the oil pressure and a line for the temp gauge on my gauges. I still got new wires, but I'm going to change the wires to a little bit longer because some of these ain't exactly reaching very fine. I still have to use one of the old factory ones. Yeah, I'm going to have a new radiator coming soon because as you can see, this one is probably just about ready to go. You can tell by the look of it. And the bottom, I mean, it's not that bad, but you know how it goes. So I got a aluminum radiator coming, 3-fin with 2 dual electric fans, carburetor rebuild kit. You know, some people say just change it out, just change it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna rebuild it, use it for now. You know, my budget isn't exactly the greatest, so we'll see what I can do. So stay tuned, keep around, and as I do the work on it, I'll put it up, post it on videos, and hopefully you guys, you know, give me a follow, a like, you know, subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you soon. Later. What's up, guys? Just wanted to give you guys an update on the Grand Prix. I've been really busy doing a lot of work to it. Yeah, I had the issue where the intake was leaking, which I posted previously. Of course, you know, you do one thing, ends up adding up to more things. So let me show you where I'm at this moment. As you can see, everything's pretty much apart. I took fuel pumps, timing chain covers, water pumps, everything's loose. I got, let me climb up in here a little bit. Valve covers off, intakes off, distributors off, everything's off. You know, as you can see under here, everything's fairly cleaned out in there. I mean, fortunately there's a lot of carbon buildup, but that's fine. I can live with that. But what we found out was I had a tick in the engine. Always thought it was lifters, was not lifters. Alright, so now as I was taking things apart in the intake, I found these little pieces of plastic. these little contraptions right here. All right. Didn't know what it was. It's like, I don't know where it came from. Not sure what to do. Kept digging in a little more. I said, well, I might as well, take the water pump off, take the timing chain off, check the gears, maybe just change gaskets for oil leaks. And what I found out from that was, where's that at? It's over here. This is the old cam gear. If you look really close, it's got all that plastic broken off, and I guess that's what they did back in the day. And that's that. So ordered a new set. I put it on. Obviously you can see, looking at it, it's on. But then I'm thinking, okay, so where are all those other pieces? And so when I looked at the front of the oil pan, right at the bottom, right down underneath there, I saw a couple more pieces of plastic. So obviously they're in the oil pan. Did some more searching online, YouTube, and yes, that's what happens. They end up breaking apart, tend to fall into the oil pan. Luckily with the fuel pump screen, it won't pick it up, but sometimes they get stuck to it and it starves the engine for oil. Unfortunately, I can't drop the pan. I mean, it's dropped right now as far as it'll go to get it out, unless I jack up the engine. If I do that, I gotta take the exhaust off. It's just too much. It's too much to get it done. So I'm gonna clean it up as best I can. The gasket actually is in decent shape. The bolts were like hand tight, if that. I was able to get them off real easy. I'm just gonna try to get a long nose vac in there as best I can. Try to suck up as much stuff as I can, and hopefully nothing happens. Worst case scenario is I'll have to rebuild this engine next year if something happens. But I was driving it last year with the way it was, and I didn't have any issues. So let's just hope and hopefully everything goes for the better. All right, so I'll keep you filled in on more. Stay tuned. A little more progress. Just got the timing chain cover back on. Looks pretty good. Got just enough oozage, 20 foot-pounds each screw. Got a little bit of oozage here and there. And I just give it a little color in a little bit. Once the silicone dries up a little bit, make it black. Come back for it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, a little follow-up. Got the oil pan back on. I was able to get hopefully all of the plastic chunks, nylon chunks, whatever it is, from the oil pan out. I used a vacuum with an extender, and I can hear chunks coming up. Hopefully I got most of them. I was able to put a little bit of gasket seal on the old gasket, cleaned it up really good. Looks fine. I'm sure it's probably gonna leak, but you know what, I'll manage. So I still got the timing chain cover. I'm gonna throw a little paint on. Gonna go get my new fuel pump, which I picked up, and I also have a new alternator I have to go pick up and get that installed. But on the bottom, underneath, is all set. So I was able to lower the car again and get to work. So stay tuned. Progress. That's the word I'm going to use, because I believe I got pretty far this time. So, like I said, fuel pump's on. Painted the timing chain cover. Still got some tape I got to take off of the shaft. Intake is on, or torqued down. Valve covers are on. Covers are on. In the back here, I have the oil sending unit. Still using the electronic one for now, but I also added a T where I can run a oil pressure gauge inside the car. But I didn't realize when you undo the fitting, you kind of have to replace the fitting again, so I gotta go get a new one of those. Other than that, progress is good. I probably won't be doing any work on this tomorrow, considering it is Easter Sunday. So I'll post this up for now, and tomorrow, maybe next weekend, maybe next weekend or whatever, I'll try to finish this up, get this thing started. Hopefully it starts and I have no issues. Till then, if you like what you're seeing, give me a like, subscribe, let your friends know. You know, every little bit helps. And see you later. Thanks.